Big changes are coming to O'Fallon's recycling program, and these changes will impact how you handle and sort recyclable items. Resource Management, the city's recycling partner, will no longer accept Singlestream Recyclables effective October 31st, and no other company in the region is willing to take our Singlestream products at an affordable cost. To understand why Resource Management is suspending their Singlestream operation, you'll need to hop across the ocean to hear. China was the world's largest importer of recyclable goods, using a steady flow of material to fuel their industrial growth and high-tech industries. Last year, China imported over 370,000 metric tons of plastic from the United States alone, and that's just a drop in the bucket compared to the recyclables shipped in from the rest of the world. But tight new restrictions on acceptable recyclable items and strict controls on contaminated loads have left municipalities throughout the world scrambling to find alternatives, as these new policies mean they are no longer accepting single-stream recycling products, essentially shutting down the global single-stream market. Here in O'Fallon, single-stream recycling brought in $6.50 of revenue per ton of material, but with China's stringent new policies affecting the global market for recyclables, the city is no longer earning revenue, and instead would be looking at an additional cost of nearly $1 million a year to try and continue single-stream recycling. This is a cost that the city can't absorb without substantially raising rates on our residents. With single-stream recycling no longer a cost-effective option, we're now partnering with the City of St. Peters to handle our city's recyclable goods, which will require some changes in how our residents go about recycling.
Well, our program obviously is changing now, and what residents can do to help us fix this is by recycling the right things. Things have changed, and now certain things won't be recyclable inside the cart for curbside collection, but they will be able to be dropped off. So ultimately, you'll be able to do all the same recycling you did before.
Beginning on October 29th, there are new rules for our recycling program. Recyclable items that can be placed in your curbside containers include glass bottles and jars, aluminum and tin cans, and plastic containers with a recycling symbol. Please note there are a few restrictions on acceptable plastics. Remember to rinse and dry these items thoroughly before placing them in your recycling cart, as food waste can render a load unrecyclable. If you have doubts about an item, just throw it away. We'd rather a few potentially recyclable items end up in the trash than risk contaminating an entire load. We understand this is a big change from how our recycling program used to work, and we'll have crews inspecting recycling carts to help educate residents about what is and isn't recyclable.
Under the new plan, at the beginning, we're going to try to do a few things to educate our residents to help them understand what we need. And with that comes tags that'll be on the carts. So during the first 2 weeks for sure, you'll find a note or a tag on your cart. It'll be thanking you for doing a great job and getting the right products in the can, or it'll be a note letting you know that we weren't able to take it today because there were some products in there that weren't acceptable under this new program. If you get a tag, thanks for a great job. If you got a good tag, if you have a tag that tells you to do something, it'll explain what you need to do, but generally you're just going to have to take and remove the unacceptable items and then put them into your trash, and then next week we'll be back to pick up the cart with the correct recyclables in it.
You may be wondering, what about paper products? These are actually still recyclable, but they can no longer be put in your recycling bin. Instead, you can gather up your paper, magazines, and newspapers and drop them off at O'Fallon's Environmental Services Building Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Cardboard is also recyclable, but must be separated from paper products. In the near future, we'll be investigating options to offer more drop-off locations to make recycling paper more convenient. Thank you for your patience as we make these necessary changes to our recycling program. If we all do our part to recycle properly, we can make sure that O'Fallon can continue to have affordable recycling for all of our residents.
The city is committed to provide the residents with a recycling program that's cost efficient, and we want to be able to continue doing recycling because we've done a great job for years, and this wasn't a change that we checked off. We needed to do this. The whole economy has changed with the recycling, and we've got to make changes, so this is where we're at.